Hello, my name is Captain Kelly Muniz, Commanding Officer of Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in the city of Downey. The Los Angeles Police Department Critical Incident Video Release Policy and state law require that the department release relevant video footage from all officer-involved shootings, significant uses of force, and in-custody deaths within 45 days. However, this incident occurred outside the city limits while the officer was off duty. Therefore, the Los Angeles Police Department only has jurisdiction over the administrative investigation. The Downey Police Department is handling the criminal aspect of this incident. All evidence, including any photographic and video evidence, is the property of the Downey Police Department. The purpose of this briefing is to provide the latest information and evidence we have collected related to the actions of our off-duty officer only, so that you may have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. We are still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officer acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers. On October 11th, 2023, at around 4:35 a.m., while in the city of Downey, an off-duty detective assigned to 77th Street area was alerted by his security camera system of activity in front of his driveway. While reviewing his security camera system, he observed two male Hispanics wearing dark clothing in his driveway, gaining access to his personal vehicle. He also observed a white Mercedes-Benz sedan stopped on the street directly in front of his residence with additional occupants. Moments later, as the off-duty detective was coming out of the front of his residence to confront the suspects, the two suspects in the driveway walked away from the detective's personal vehicle and entered the awaiting Mercedes. As the Mercedes began driving away past the detective, one of the suspects inside pointed a handgun toward the detective, resulting in an officer-involved shooting. The suspects then drove to the end of the street, turned around, and fired multiple rounds in the direction of the off-duty detective before fleeing the area.
Hey, asshole! Hey, motherfucker!
The off-duty detective then called 911 and provided a description of the suspect vehicle and the suspect's last known direction of travel.
Hello? Yeah, someone's trying to break into my house right now. They just took off in a white Mercedes. I didn't. Westbound on Florence Avenue.
Here is the 911 call.
Hello?
Hi, you dialed 911. You need the police or paramedics?
Yeah, someone's trying to break into my house right now.
What's your
They just
address?
took off They
Okay.
just took off in a white Mercedes.
Okay, did you get a plate number?
I didn't. Westbound on Florence Avenue right now.
Okay, and how do you know they were trying to break in?
Guy was walking up my driveway with a black ski mask. Saw him on my camera.
1 second, okay?
Well, yeah, everyone's okay. I haven't had a chance to clear my yard though, but I saw him on the cameras.
Okay, go ahead and get back. Go ahead and get back in the house then, okay?
The Downey Police Department responded to the scene and assumed investigative responsibility for the criminal portion of this incident. The off-duty detective was not struck by gunfire. No community members were injured during this incident. It is unknown if the suspect vehicle or any of the suspects were struck by gunfire. The first suspect was described as a male Hispanic, last seen wearing a black ski mask, black sweatshirt, blue jeans, and black shoes. The second suspect was also described as a male Hispanic, last seen wearing a black ski mask, black sweatshirt, blue jeans, and black shoes. Investigators from the LAPD's Force Investigation Division responded to the scene and initiated an administrative investigation. The Los Angeles Police Department is fully cooperating with the Downey Police Department in their criminal investigation. In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete any forensic tests. After the investigation is complete, our Critical Incident Review Division will forward their findings to the Chief of Police, who will make his recommendation to the Civilian Board of Police Commissioners. The board will evaluate the evidence to determine whether the officer's tactics, drawing and exhibiting a weapon, and use of deadly force in this instance met the high standards expected of all Los Angeles police officers. If you would like more information on how the LAPD investigates all serious uses of force, visit lapdonline.org, where you can find the LAPD's use of force policy and procedures. Thank you for taking the time to view this critical incident community briefing.